好，那我们继续来看那个奇幻四哈。昨天本来有稍微再录一点，但是后来要出去吃饭，所以就把那个存档舍弃掉。
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
还是得要吃东西。嗯，好，他说，嗯嗯，嗯，看一下。嗯，不好意思，我现在看那个我的快递。呃，一、二、三。哦，5个，2个，等这个才对。这样呢？哦，哦，神经动物园。嗯，明天吧，明天去。那什么长？ 他在。嗯。这个好像没。哦，还126啊！哇，他叫我去发电报。
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father.
他八卦。
Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
I have to bury my father in Warsaw. What about you?
Thanks to you, I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
不知道这边最后衔接会不会是那个俄国大革命？如果是的话，那拉斯普京那时候才会死掉，不是现在。但是他现在看起来就是知道自己是历史的一部分，所以他可能知道自己会怎么死吧，也知道。
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
I hate this city. It always makes me think of the stench of vodka, sweat, and urine. Corruption, poverty, and trust me, no justice but street justice.
I'm sure something must have changed since you left.
But probably not for the better.
What about the people? Those close to you? You'll never miss them?
I definitely didn't expect I'd be coming to my father's funeral so early.
I've noticed you two had certain differences in your views on life.
Yes, especially on my life. But admittedly, that's not a very exciting discovery. Is that all you've learned about me on our journey?
You drool in your sleep. Anything in there about Warsaw?
Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three petitions. Miners, steelworkers, governors, maids, speculators, thieves. I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warszawa.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
哦，我懂了。什么意思啊？这不能。哇，翻译可能有问题。
When people unite, empires fall.
对啊，尼古拉二世。嗯，哦，用戒指。
来自这
A circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Well, the time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None. Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me, are you Polish?
I was born in Warsaw, but I'm lapsed. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Время террора закончилось.
Иди нахуй!
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
No.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samoobladanie, Poliaki. We want that rebel. The loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Here, gentlemen. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
That seems more like a job for the servants, young lady.
Go ahead. Look down. Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go. Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'm going to take a look around.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
Do you realize blood is and that it might be mine?
Fuck off!
We still haven't squeaked.
I'm going to take a...
Hold on.
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has...
We'll give them a moment.
Gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way.
Back off, Polyak. Давай.
Достаточно. Should we go in and capture the worker who's mouthing off and let us go?
Да, сержант. We can use anyone as an example.
Шагом марш!
Goodbye.
You're welcome.
I wanted to thank you at our next meeting. We could use someone.
We? Meaning the people you were carrying ammunition for and who got you Dutch pomade for your hair.
You haven't just got pretty eyes, you know how to use them. Maybe you'll find time one day for some jam donuts at Burke Rotblitz's.
I 我就面跟眼，这比其他都少。这是怎么回事？哦。哦，我绕回来了。大哥，你不能跑快一点。 那我刚才怎么出去的？你老公跑了啦，抽烟抽1个礼拜，不然就被抓了。
Excuse me, may I? I need to get to a funeral.
He's a tempermancer. Don't let him through.
I'm asking you kindly, get out of my way before things get nasty.
Get that heretic with fire and sword.
Wow.
was so enchanting. Spectacular. You with a scowl and a puffed out chest, and them dropping like flies in the blink of an eye? Collapsing on their own, becoming delirious? Extraordinary. Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Would you care to give me an interview?
Thank you, but I'm already late.
Oh, 好大，等一下。哈哈，酷。啊，好困。哦，原来这种他老爸。
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Oh, 犹太人。
Thank you. Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
Why are you so interested in my father's cause of death?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. I'll leave you alone.
对啊，那个人怪怪。
I knew you'd turn up. I wouldn't miss this for the world. Stasha loved you in his own way. You look well. Ligia said you found some quack healer. Yes, thank you. You don't recognize me, do you? But do you remember who taught you how to shoot starlings? Uncle Voronin, I'm sorry. Don't worry, I probably wouldn't recognize myself anymore. Go look in on your sister, she's worried. We'll talk at home.
自己的老舅救不住啊。
Victor,
他也认不出他姐，我的妈！
I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly.
Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
姐姐的芥末好精致。
Fine, let's get this over with. So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago. After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better. Definitely closer to the truth. The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 saluters. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia because she wasn't born a boy. Me because I was born a thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
Have you been eavesdropping like that for long?
All my life. I came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanislav and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Shulsky, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
I haven't had time to think about it.
I understand. I hope you'll find some reason to stay here a little longer. Again, my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Kaniechkin. Ivan Kaniechkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had. I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
这名字。我刚刚看那个，有没有？这个科涅奇菌。对，他是苏联人，参加过二战，是不是？这是捏造的吗？我以为他是那个把拉普斯金宰掉的。我记得拉普斯金拉斯普京还不拉普斯金。真的假的？他的小孩叫 Dimitri。暗杀是谁？哦，不是，三个。普利西克维奇。嗯，是。是家族墓地。哎，肚子痛。对啊，下雨会一直震动是什么？是有那个吗？有异界种。他老爸引来了异界种。
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Arrow's postmortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstantia Shabowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
I can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
Get out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
Oh!
I'm actually sparing you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a thaumaturge? Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
啊，肚子痛哦。我先等他跑一跑，我按个暂停，后那个下洗手间，再传个讯息。 稍等我一下下哦。 回来了。啊，阿北说，就这么小的鱼。哇！看不看？
Your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna, dear. Let the guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You look just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time. It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
哦，我好可爱。
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today, but you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Petya, forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
等我那么个一下下。好麻烦啊！ 耶。有点麻烦哦，在弄那个，在弄。哦，我的妈呀！堆地啊！来看我那个明日方舟，要调那个，要重新绑定还是？然后重点来了，我想说我有那个，我身上有。身上有一点那个点数，然后去抽卡，就抽到新的角色，哈哈哈，很开心。愚人号，复刻愚人号，愚人号可以拿什么？我拿流明，我明明好像没有拿满。流明，哦。完全没有拿，哈哈哈哈。这什么？哎呀呀呀！哦，糟糕，鼻涕越来越多了。哇哦！妈咪好漂亮哦！我快先搞定晚餐。
I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stachio's. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Now, I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
来帮九九拿东西。等一下，九九。哦。这边卡住了啊！我懂了，那个震动该不是他老爸挂掉，所以他老爸那个巫婆跑掉了吧？然后就是那个冬之女王，长得像那个行动的在这里。帮舅舅拿走，再帮舅舅拿走。
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasha's study after every funeral we went to and raise a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasha and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Lygia told you?
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone? I suppose there's no reason to bear grudges or be angry, is there? Pistachio?
To an easy death.
Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasio and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both. Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow, Mordechai Hayat. Do you know him, Uncle?
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
Yes, let's find out what my father hasn't left me.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulski's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888.
In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen. Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter, Ligia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Ligia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following: my collection of muskets and 2 revolvers dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Szulski, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Szulski used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared? Did Father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then...
we rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in that condition, it's beyond description.
The grimoire. Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps, in all that confusion.
But why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Taumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
So that's where it is. I've seen this place. I'd rather not imagine what condition you found Father in there.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined the Nijitsus, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check there too.
I've started stock taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish. Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
Oh, 姐姐的建模真的好好看哦，好好笑。哦。
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
都是9岁，双胞胎啊！哦，比利时哦，没有啊，哦，所以我拿不到爸爸的比利时了，因为这看起来不像比利时。嗯，那个朱砂红那个不行，不是朱砂，就是那个亮，他会觉得好像朱砂哦。哇，升2等。消耗2，消耗2，哦，那就存着呗。常念啊，不要，按摩比克劳列相比少3，没有真人是什么神，发现在布塞尔。Crowley 不是那个吗？那个有一对兄弟驱魔人的。哦，这是姐姐的房间哦。姐姐房间为什么要放一个人像面对她？这边有这个东西一直在那边飘，我感觉还是有。哦，在这。这个房间啊。哇哦！所以我平常应该会在这里，这是大赛刃鸟，有2升等。
Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor?
Victor, are you there?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
How did you know I have a telephone at home?
Something's interrupting you, Victor. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes, 7 Powaskowska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Powaskowska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
他不是啊，他怎么知道我们家电话？然后他真的电话完了，等一下，让我再晃一会。
Master Victor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
Yes, a cup of cocoa would do me good.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies. It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Ligia is really struggling with everything.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crashed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death. Sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
That won't take long. Ligia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it, but she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only she started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Szulski. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Do you mean it could have something to do with thaumaturgy?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
Coco. 九九的照片好可爱哦！来喝一杯热可可。人都走光光了。还是发生了什么事？哦，他刚 loading 的时候，周围的那个环境是不可以那个飞行。
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Who is she?
And what does father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with...
A customer? Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
What's a soiree?
How long did you say you lived with Mother in Paris? Just a party, if you like. Do you know what that is?
Very funny.
We could go together. How about you track down some evening and I won't...
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is...
There's a shop at 11 Prusna Street. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case...
Oh. Ah.晚上完成点哦，可怜。
Excuse me. Damn it. I forgot to turn the key. Sorry, what? You tell me. What is it? I couldn't help noticing You've got a key now. I have to guess. Is there anywhere? I want to know what people look for in fashion these days. If you tell me that... Let me shop. I won't bother you. All right.
小木城市始终不对。
Aren't your legs getting sore? So, me neither. Let's wait. So,
还是没有，我也是人不够多啊。啊，一堆任务。什么都没有。哦，
that wasn't too hard.
找到了吗？
Well, let's get... I need some good proportions.
Thank you.
Alterations won't... Viktor Shulsky, 9. I'll send them... And Mr. Shulsky.
Sorry, what?
Go and find yourself a barb... Now, I'd like...
I won't bother.
All right.
Thanks. 哇，我居然有背包这东西！那什么？
get a steak for Macken and Aspens. There,
The steaks?
holy
Tables.
consecrated, but the steak.
Do you believe?
I believe. Then who?
Vampires.
What do you mean?
Vampires are.
It's what
This berry.
I think so.
For him.
Don't tell any.
Goodbye.
They have. Hey, please tell you.
Come in.
Please, set my.
Yes, sir.
你一定要留胡子吗，大哥？不能把胡子弄掉吗？还是这样吗？
I'm sorry. I don't use.
I can't help noticing.
When I prepared them for.
So you style the dis.
Mostly. So.
Yes, you.
Years of.
为什么一定要有胡子？
Hello.
Indeed. Up close. I don't know.
May I ask?
What everyone.
A solid.
You know, on a scale.
Why are you schmoozing with some sucker who's already... And you, lousy fop.
6, 0. There's nothing here for you.
Get ready for some shella...
Sir, you have the union.
好。
Yes, sir?
My name is Viktor Shulsky. Grigory Rasputin said I could find him here.
I can sense he's in a drawing room.
Intriguing.
Is that him?
In the flesh. Allow me to introduce you. My dear hostess, Aniela Narenchinska, and my dear friend, Viktor Shulsky.
Your father had a beautiful funeral.
Thank you.
My dear, we finished for today. Now I'll find out what brings Viktor to us. What brings you here?
But you were the one who phoned.
Very funny.
Why was she looking at me so oddly? What did you tell her about me?
She's never seen a thaumaturge before. Can I help you with...
Have you known them?
No. But Aniela and Lucian are my two good souls. They took me, an impoverished.
Are you helping them too?
I am a bomb for an. Tell me what.
You look like you've.
No, I'm afraid not. They're kind people.
Will you tell me
later?
No, I won't bother.
The Norodzinski.
啊？不是，电话是你打的。
What is this fool? Right. No. How long are you going to... Oh.
I read your message.
You're letting him... Shut your... This is about your...
All right,
Bah.
What did...
I've got 2 pieces of... Which do you...
Tell me...
Today some rebel...
What do you mean?
I couldn't...
What about the...
One night. But not in their places, you know?
And these bars...
No, of course not. You can't do it. People are starting... Resurrect... Judgment.
Those
I closed the... Why don't you...
According to my knowledge...
Nothing.
Goodbye.
Get rid of...
Darn it. Look at him.
I think he's a real, you know.
I'll show you how you... Are you so eager?
And who are you?
We're the ones who...
I'm a bit sorry, but I think you will be too, in a moment.
You heard him.
抱歉，我那个晚饭时间到，电话又响不停。啊！走。
Let's take a look around. Let me rest. So, Mina, let's wait and... So...
Sweet Jesus, don't scare me. I'm just here to see if the dead are lying down as they should. You gave those lads by the tomb a good belting, huh? I could hear the echoes.
Thank you, but they weren't too keen to talk, and I have a few questions to ask.
Maybe I could help, you know?
It's a rather grim job.
Well, you know. I'd rather do this than struggle with drunkards in a bar. The dead are unless...
What is the W?
Ah, the Warsaw Anti-Automator. Ever since you...
Where can I find...
Why? Do you smell blood? Once you have cleaned up near...
Goodbye.
Good luck with the WAS, you know? Let me know when you get rid of them.
I felt something. Where is it? Thaumaturgy never fails me. There is something here. Thaumaturgy never fails me. There is something here. Thaumaturgy never fails me. There is something here. I felt something. Where is it?
Secrets? Not on my watch.
Hey, Valush, look what they got dragged in.
God damn.
Are you the ones disturbing the dead and...
No. I bet he'll call the up.
Are you from...
We don't care.
Stay.
How about we go us?
Oh, I'm...
Fuck.
Don't be a sit. I'll take the club.
Thaumaturgy never fails me. There is something here.
Sweet Jesus.
I searched the area.
I'm die.
It seems that the corpses are helped in the wonder...
Hold on.
And is frustrated by how little you pay him.
Lech? He's...
Yes.
And he probably drinks with those friends of his own.
Goodbye.
Good luck with it up.
Have you been feeling tired lately?
Yes.
Have your wives...
Yes.
That's all caused.
That's enough. This nonsense is making my... Are you the one giving...
Look who...
The ruiner of good... I'll ask again. Who is...
The president told us what you are. If you want to ask him,
you know how to...
I must disagree with...
Like what?
The dead rising from the graves. There are some very...
What else are you... See what kinds of conspiracy...
I'm the one coming up.
Demon! I can feel my milk... Come on, brothers! Afterwards...
Hello, sweet secret.
Fill out forms A1, B, and D12. Pay the entry.
Hey, who's the head of...
I am. What? And you are either extremely insolent...
My papa liked the word temperomancer. I'd love to see his face.
Can you get to the...
Let's talk like...
You can't talk to me.
What do you want?
I demand an apology, my beloved pop.
I won't apologize.
Either you apologize.
Valdush, let's...
Did you come here?
Then now I'll take a look around. I felt something. Where is it? Hello.
Hello.
I went. No, that's still not it.
Is there anything?
Do you
What? They've only had...
I've seen them. I can tell your talent.
It's just doodling.
I went.
What do you want?
Why don't we try to...
Now you want...
Never.
Well then.
No.
Stop.
I don't...